Have you ever had doubts about your faith, your choices, your convictions? That's not always a bad thing. Sometimes doubt can open up the door for you to ask tough questions, the kinds of questions you might not ask otherwise. These can lead to growth, maturity, and even stronger faith. You might even change your mind, and that is a good thing. The death of Jesus confused the disciples. They thought he would be the one to restore Israel, but apparently he had failed. So when the word came concerning his resurrection, some naturally had doubts. In fact, after even seeing Jesus before his ascension, some of his closest disciples, called the apostles, still doubted. Here's a couple passages about that. Matthew 28, this is actually my favorite, so I'll put it first. But the 11 disciples proceeded to Galilee, to the mountain which Jesus had designated. When they saw him, they worshipped him, but some were doubtful. That's at his ascension. When they heard that he was alive and had been seen by her, they refused to believe it. Mark 16:11. They went away and reported it to the others, but they did not believe them either. Mark 16:13. Luke 24:10. Now they were Mary Magdalene and Joanna and Mary the mother of James. Also the other women with them were telling these things to the apostles. But the words appeared to them, the apostles, as nonsense, and they would not believe them. John 20:25. So the other disciples were saying to him, "We've seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see in his hands the imprint of the nails, and put my finger into the place of the nails, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." Now, why would the Bible tell us that some disciples doubted? That's probably some of the worst propaganda ever written, right? I mean, why would you include that detail? Because everybody has doubts. Everyone goes through a period of questioning what they know. The gospel writers included these stories so that we could relate to them. If Jesus' closest followers and personal friends had doubts, then isn't it normal for us to have doubts? You see, doubts are helpful to us because of a process called construction, deconstruction, and reconstruction. When we are growing, we construct certain realities based on the convictions of our teachers, whether they be true or false. But when we ask questions, these questions lead us to doubt these teachings, principles, theories, or ideas, or whatever, and these doubts then lead to what's called deconstruction. This is breaking down what one knows in order to test each individual part. Then reconstruction occurs. See, you don't throw away all the other parts, but you include what works and move beyond the parts that don't. See, doubts is the road to growth, if used correctly. Unfortunately, many people get stuck in deconstruction. As philosopher Ken Wilber points out, relativism, which is denying the claim of objectivity, and narcissism is a nasty combination that causes entire groups of people to look down their nose at reconstruction. We must be willing then to work through the doubt and not get stuck within it. We can learn to use it and live beside it instead of within it. After all, more doubts will come in varying degrees as we continue to learn, critique, and relearn. Now, speaking of faith and doubt, sort of a plug for a book here, a friend of mine recently published a book about those things. Though I haven't read it yet, I've seen it's gotten excellent reviews on Amazon so far, and my copy should be in the mail in the next day or two. It's called Faith After Doubt, and it was written by Brian McLaren. He lives down here in Florida, close to me. And so you should go check out that book. I'm going to be reading it here shortly and possibly doing a little review of it on my website. So, all right. Hope you enjoyed this short article. Hope that you have a lot of faith in the next few days, and hope that you even have some doubts. Test some things out. Try the spirits. Ask tough questions. It's healthy. It'll let you grow. Have a good day. God bless.